What's up, YouTube? About halfway through the cam swap. Got the old one pulled out. It doesn't look bad at all. These aren't grooves at all. You can't feel them with your nail. It's completely smooth. So it should be fine. I got the lifters out, as you can see, since I'm replacing the lifters as well. The lifters didn't look bad. They actually had nothing on them at all. None of them had wear. Oh, this one has a little line in it, but it's not a groove. But nothing had wear in it. Let's see if I can get around all this junk. Got my cam kit. And a couple other things from Summit. Like I said, the stage 4 cam, and then timing cover, gasket, and crank pulley bolt. Another gaskets that go along with that. And then I went to Napa, which is an auto parts store, and got a new torque wrench. And this is for the exhaust, obviously. I got some 3-inch 90s because I didn't want the exhaust pipe crimping down the 3-inch pipe when they do the 90s to cross it over, because both mufflers are going to have to go on the passenger side. Head bolt kit. These are ball flanges and copper gasket spray. A bunch of stuff for the cam swap. The heads, I'm going to be doing the valve springs. It comes with LS3 valve springs. I don't know what else they go on. Probably the LS2s. But it's pretty much the update for now. I'm going to start putting in all the new stuff. Got to clean up the gasket surface. Probably just use like a razor blade real carefully. And then I'm going to try and wipe all this stuff out with a paper towel, because some gunk got in there when I took the heads off. Fell from the water ports and all that stuff. I don't know if you guys can tell from the last part of the video, but I cleaned the tops of the pistons. I scraped the gasket surface with a razor. It's all pretty smooth now, ready to slap the heads on after I put the lifters in. But I'm gonna soak the lifters probably overnight and spend some time today cleaning up the heads. They're pretty dirty. And I still got these in here. So from when I took the intake off. Yeah, there's a bunch of gunk in there. So I'm probably gonna go get some more brake cleaner and just use that. Or I might try carb cleaner, because some people said that the carb cleaner doesn't evaporate as fast, so you can scrub it for a little bit longer. But that's the next part. And then install those valve springs. What's up, YouTube? Got the install pretty much finished for the most part. I need to finish the fueling. I'm using EFI line to connect both sides, pretty much, from the hard line, the factory hard lines, to the new LS stuff. This side isn't leaking anymore. I was able to push it over that barbed nipple, I guess, on this side. And then I couldn't push the bottom side over it. I might get more fuel line that's not as hard as this stuff, so I'll be able to push it over and then put the clamp on this side, so that doesn't have a chance of leaking. I need to finish the intake. I need to make a bracket to hold it up. I'll probably just use a couple zip ties and just hold it up right there like that. I got all the the power and grounds and all that stuff finished up. On the bottom side, I ordered new O2 sensors. Those are coming in. I need to hook up the vacuum modulator or whatever it's called. And then I need to finish routing the transcooler lines. I had to order torque converter spacer washers and then longer bolts. Need to cover up that wire. Just zip tied out of the way so it doesn't get melted from the header. I ordered a new shift linkage that deletes this part pretty much from the factory one, and then it uses a rod just like the factory one and the arm that connects to here, so it goes straight over it like that instead of having the system that runs from here to here, which won't work because the header's in the way. I need to finish this side of the fueling. This side's not barbed and it's running that old hard line. It's not really easy to clamp, so I'm gonna actually broke this hose clamp. I need to put a different clamp on here. I'm gonna use newer hose that's a little bit softer, and I broke this clamp on this side trying to tighten it down. This side doesn't link at all, and I got it pretty tight, so it should be fine. The fuel pump was completely cut from here all the way up to the top of the sending unit, and this black wire here was cut up here, so I grounded it, and I found out that was for the sending unit, the gauge. So I got that grounded, the gauge is working again. And then there's a ground up in here somewhere. That's for the fuel pump. You can see that red wire. I got the new power wire sent up there, and then won't focus, but there's a ground in there that I got done. So that's pretty much the update for now. I found a tuner through my friend, so hopefully I'll be able to get it tuned. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Of course, there's gonna be more updates later. And this won't focus. It's pretty sick.